Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm in a hole, and I just thought I'd give you a couple of tips about trying to survive your first night. If you end up in this situation where you have to kind of hang out in a hole for a night because there's nasty monsters around. And also there's a couple of things that I wanted to show you that I didn't necessarily explain very well when I was making the first video. So let's go ahead and get to it. There's a difference between when I open my inventory, you're going to see 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you can make anything that requires 4 squares as a recipe here in your inventory. Like for example, you can make torches. But what's really important to know is that most of your crafting recipes require 9 squares. And when you click on a crafting table, see, now you have 9 squares to work with. However, you can still make torches, just like so. What's really important about torches is a couple of things. One, they light up the place. They make everything a little less scary. More importantly is that monsters, they can't, the word is called spawn, which really means they can't show up. They can't show up wherever there's light. And so they can only show up in dark places. So if you can get in a hole and put a torch up, that means no monsters are going to show up near me. Now they may spawn outside the light and walk over here because they hear me or they see me or something like that. But as long as you have it set up to where monsters can't get to you, for example, pretty sure a monster could drop down right here, but I'll just see their feet, so they won't hurt me. So I'm pretty safe. A couple other things that I was wanting to, after watching my video, is I was kind of wanting to explain, is that when you're crafting items, it's the same recipe. So here's a stone shovel. If you replace this stone right here with a wood plank, you can have a wood shovel. And now I kind of already explained why we would want a stone shovel, because stone's harder than wood in this game. And also, something I didn't really do a good job of is that each one of these tools that I've made, so the shovel's for dirt. Doesn't do a very good job on stone, but that's kind of what you have a pickaxe for. Pickaxe is for anything that's hard, which is going to be stone or coal or your minerals that you're trying to mine, so you know, iron, diamonds, things like that. Axes are really good for cutting down trees. So if you watch, using a pickaxe takes a while on your wooden crafting table. Same thing with the shovel. But that's why you would want to use a stone axe. See? It makes the blocks disappear a lot faster. So it's really important to use the right tool for the job. So I'm going to clear this out and just give us a little bit of breathing room. So just to give you an example. So here's some dirt. I want to make sure that I get all of the dirt using a shovel. And then as soon as I want to clear out some stone, I'm gonna use my pickaxe. And so at nighttime, it's a little strange because there's not a lot to do, because you don't really want to go outside because you might get beat up. Oh, but there are a couple of really important things. Oh, did you hear that? You hear that guy? So there's a monster somewhere, but he didn't show up inside here. He's got to come from outside. Oh, there he is. But I think he's stuck. Yeah, good, he's stuck. Actually, I'm gonna go attack him. One thing I didn't do a good job of explaining is that the experience, my bars, see how it says level 2? You're going to spend that kind of like money on enchantments later on in the game when you're able to. But if you But if you run out of health and you die, then you're in trouble, because then you have to start all over in terms of experience. So you'll be back down to 0. What's really interesting though is, look, it's starting to be daylight, which is great. Oh. Spiders right here are really good because they drop something really important. They drop string. String is useful. You can make 2 really important things with string. You can make a bow, and you can also make a fishing rod. You see that guy down there? He's on fire. That's a skeleton. And skeletons and zombies catch fire when the sun comes up. However, there are 2 monsters, creepers and spiders. They don't catch on fire during the day. So you got to always be careful. Oh, there, see? He's not on fire. So the way you fight creepers is you run up, hit them, and then you back up. And you just kind of keep doing this over and over again. And I'm running at them by pressing the direction twice. So here's me walking, here's me running, which is a lot faster. But if you'll notice down in the corner on the right, you'll notice that I've lost 4 hunger hunches. So let's go back down into our little hobbit hole here. That's what I like to call it. Oh no! I just threw my sword. That's not good. And I want to make a furnace. A furnace is made by filling up 8 of the 9 squares on your crafting table. Let's plop him down right here. Now there's a couple of things you can do here. So furnace, I always like cooking my food, so this raw pork chop will turn into a cooked pork chop. And you can put lots of different things in there. You can put planks right here to catch on fire. You can use sticks. You can use coal, which is probably the best. You can also even use this wooden pickaxe. Since I'm not going to use the wooden pickaxe anymore, let's go ahead and just catch that on fire. And now look, you'll notice it's cooking. It's going to cook my food. And when it shows up, I'm going to pick it up, and it's going to give me experience. Or at least I thought it would. But, so now I'm going to eat it. And you'll notice if you look at my hunger, it's going to go up. Ah, much better. And in my game, if your hunger bar is all the way full, then my health will regenerate and come back if I've been hurt. So there's another creeper. You need to be careful about him. So one of the things that I wanted to do was I want to look around and try to find some sheep. I think I saw some. Oh my gosh, this is great. See those sheep right there? There's 4 of them. I only need 3. And it's kind of a bummer because in my Minecraft, I think in everyone else's too, I'm not too sure, is you can breed animals. You can make them like each other and they'll make more, but I have to have wheat. I don't have any wheat. Now seeds you can feed to chickens, and if you feed 2 chickens, they'll go make a baby. So it's kind of bad that since I've only have 4 sheep here, and I'm about to kill 3 for their wool, I'm only going to have 1 left, which means I can't make any more wool, and I'll have to go find another sheep some other time. But a bed is really important. So I've got 2 blocks of wool. And now I've got 3. Great. Oh man, there's a cave under there. This is great. Cows are really good. They drop beef, which you can cook into steaks. And also they drop leather, which you can turn into armor, or you can make books out of it. There's a couple other things I think too. I just can't remember them off the top of my head. So since it's daytime, I kind of want to make sure that my call it my hobbit hole, is protected. So I'm going to just space out a couple of torches all around here because I don't want monsters showing up here. So there. And I'm also going to, to make a bed, you need 3 wooden planks on the bottom and 3 wooden planks in the middle, and it makes a bed. Now a bed does 2 things, 2 really important things. See how it says you can only sleep at night? So I can only get into this at night. But if I'm the only one playing and it's nighttime and I get in this bed, it becomes day, which is really good. Because that way I don't have to stay down in this hole all night long. Another thing that it does is, I don't know if you remember from my first video, but right over there, that hill is where I showed up. That's called a spawn point. You know how monsters show up where there's not any light? Well, anytime that I die, I'm going to show up right over there at that point. But what's really neat is that if you sleep in a bed, after you sleep in a bed, once you die, you'll show up next to your bed. So now I'm going to, let's say I get caught out at night and I die. Instead of being stuck way over there and having to fight through monsters to get over to my safe spot, I'm just going to show up at my safe spot. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So now I found sheep, which is good. I think next, I might need a little more coal to make some torches. So what I want to do is I want to show you a trick. If you couldn't find coal your first night, something that's kind of new that I'm not quite used to, is that you can make what's called charcoal. Alright. So I believe if I put this here, and you notice I didn't turn it into planks. And then let's say I put a plank in. And we're going to watch this. And what it's going to do is it's going to make, hopefully, yeah, so it made charcoal. And charcoal works just like coal. See, you can make torches out of it. You can even stick it back in here. Ta-da! So if you didn't find any coal, you can now make charcoal, which is just as good, from what I understand. Alright, so I found sheep. Check. Made a bed. Check. Talked about spawn points. And I showed you how to make charcoal. I think the next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get a bunch of coal, and then we're going to go explore some caves. Because really what we need is we need iron armor. And once we get iron armor, then we're really safe. Then we can make iron tools. And if you have an iron pick, then if you find diamond, you can mine it. And what we really need right now is we need 3 diamonds to make a diamond pick. Because a diamond pick is so strong that it can mine anything, and it can do it really fast. And there's a certain type of material, certain blocks can only be mined by a diamond pick. And that's what we're after. We're after obsidian. So we can make a portal. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you're learning some stuff. And I will talk at you later. Bye.